apart. You're gonna take your hands to the side. So my side view, my hands are just kind of pointing out to the side. And my feet are wide. I'm just gonna let my knees sway side to side. Yeah. Good. And then let yourself twist and reach. Good. I'm doing 3, 2, and then 1. Coming back to the center. Good. We're going to slide our legs in together. Take your arms forward. Scoop your belly and roll your spine back just halfway. And then rolling up. So my side view, we're rolling back, scooping the belly and come up. Inhaling to go back. And exhaling up. Feel your pelvis roll on your legs and come up. Good, rolling the pelvis on your legs and coming up. We inhale to roll back and exhaling up. Inhaling to go back and exhale up. Once more, inhaling back and hold here. Good, so we're held back. You're gonna open your legs apart and bring them in and go apart and coming in. So we inhale apart, exhale in, inhale apart, exhale in, and do 3 and in, 2 and in, and then 1 coming in. Now scoop that belly, come all the way up, sitting as tall as you can in your sits bones. Twist to the right, come center, twist left and center. Good, right and center, and then left, come center, right and center, then left, center, back to the center, anchor those feet, roll back halfway, pause here. We twist right and center, and then left and center. Right, keeping those sits bones nice and anchored as we rotate our rib cage. Think about leading this with your breastbone. Good. Once more, going right and left. Come back to center. Good. We'll hold here. Now we're going to go down a little bit more and come up. Down a little bit more and up. Down a little bit more and up. Down a little bit more and up. 3 and up. Good. 2 and up. And then 1. Now we go all the way up tall. Reach your right leg long, pick up your left, press your left thigh into your hands, roll all the way down, and roll up. Good, so we're gonna inhale to go down, and exhale to come up. Really work to keep this right leg heavy into the mat. Pressing it down into the mat to help you roll your spine up and down. Once more on the side. And coming up. Now let's switch the legs. Take the left down and pick up the right. Press the right into your hand. Roll back. And come up. So we're going to inhale to roll back. And come up. Rolling back. And come up. Once more, going back. And come up. Now up nice and tall, both legs come down. Press the backs of the thighs into the mat, palms up. Draw the arm bones back. Roll back. The arms can go over your head and we can roll back up. Then dive forward to touch your toes. Restack and go back. Arms reach over your head, arms come up and rolling up to touch your toes. Once more, going back. Good, now let's hold back here. Slide one foot in, slide the other foot in. Good, and the arms come down to your sides. Good, so now holding in this position, Let's curl our tailbone up and down and up and down. Feel your ribs are heavy as you're just adjusting your pelvis onto the mat. And down, once more, going up. And once more down. Now come back to the center so you have even weight through both hips. And you're gonna let one knee fall out to the side and bring it back in. And the other knee falls out to the side and come back in. Fall, one side goes out and in, and the other side falls out. So what you're looking at here is that your hips can stay really steady as you move the legs. Good. Once more. Good, now come back to the center. Let both knees sway to the right, keeping the left shoulder heavy, and then use your left waistline to come back center. Let both knees sway to the right, keeping that left shoulder heavy, and then both, and I might have said the wrong thing twice. Let's go the other way, keeping the opposite shoulder heavy, and then coming back up, feeling the waistline. And the knees go one direction, opposite shoulder stays heavy, and come back center once more, and coming back center, and the other way. Good, come back to the center. Now hold the pelvis steady, feel those waistlines nice and strong, arms reach up, palms come together, sinking the arm bones back into the shoulder sockets, and we twist our ribs left and twist right. Going left and right, left and right, left and right. Once more left, once more right. Come back, center. Arms come apart, reach them back behind you. Elbows bend so the hands come behind your head. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Now think about pressing your head into your hands so we keep the back of our neck long. Good, now we use our ribs drawing down towards our hips to curl forward, but check here, your pelvis hasn't changed. So we haven't lost the curve in the low back. We still have a curve, that tailbone is long. And then release back down. And exhale, curl forward and release. And try to curl from your torso, not your head. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, release. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, release. Good, that's it. Come forward and release. And we do 3 and release. Good, 2 and release. This last one we hold and pause. So can you come up a little bit higher? Come up a little bit higher. So you feel work through those upper abdominals, reach that tailbone long. Good. Now drop the right knee out and pull it in. Drop the left knee out and come in. Right knee comes out. Good. Left knee drops out. Right knee drops out. Left knee drops out. Once more right knee. Once more left knee. Come back center. Now we're pulsing with our upper body. We're going to pulse and pulse. Reach that tailbone long. Keep that little space under your low back. Good. Feeling the sides of your waistline working. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing your head all the way down. Good. Now lifting your head, nod your chin. Again, we curl back up. Good. Holding here. We'll lift our right leg up, keeping even weight through the hips and lower. And lift the left leg up and lower. Exhale, lift right. And lower. Exhale, lift left. And lower. Exhale, right. And lower. Exhale, left. And lower. Now we lift right up and hold. Check the pelvis. Lift left up and hold. Check. Good. Can the right fall out and come back in? And the left falls out and in. Keeping the torso steady as we move the leg. And left. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Curl up a little bit more. That's it. And out. Coming in. Now lower one foot. Lower the other foot. Release your head down. Good. Arms reach up. Bring them down to your sides. Anchor your big toes and the backs of your shoulders and just lift your hips up an inch or 2. So it's a mini bridge. And then lower down. And we're gonna exhale and lift the hips up an inch or two and lower down. And as you lower, you wanna feel like your pelvis can come down in one unit. It just goes at the end. So lift up and then lower down. Little 1-inch lifts and lowers. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Now focus on pressing into your big toes as you lift, and that changes the motion. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Big toes are the focus. And lower. Do you feel more inner thighs? And lower. Do you feel a different spot on your bum? And lower. Good. 2. And lower. Last 1. And lower. Now bring your feet together, bring your knees together. We're squeezing those inner thighs without grabbing at the base buttocks. And I want you to lift your hips up just an inch or 2 and lower. And remember, when we lower, we want to lower as one unit. We're not and coming down. We lift up as one. We lower down as one. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down, just checking if you're doing a little too much squeezing through the base buttocks and anus. Can you relax that and find higher bum muscles? Now focus on the big toes and come down. Press into those big toes and come down. Exhale, big toes and come down. Good. 3 and coming down. 2 and down. And then the last one. Come all the way down. Good. Now we bring our feet and knees apart into a turned out position. So my knees and toes are pointing the same direction. Good. Now think of that pelvis staying neutral. We'll press into our feet, lift up an inch or 2 and come down. Exhale up an inch or 2 and come down. Good. Check that pelvis is lifting and lowering as one unit. Exhale up, inhale down. Our belly's drawing in to help support our low back, help those buttock muscles lift our hips up. Good. Now press into your big toes as you go up and down. Press into the big toes. Good. Press into your big toes. Press into your big toes. Good. And we do 3. Long neck. 2 and 1. Coming all the way down. Fabulous. Now walk your feet back into hip width apart. Press into your feet. We're going to lift up to a full bridge here. Hold here. Good. Engage your right buttock, lift it up a little higher, and release. Engage that left buttock, lift up a little higher. So our big toes are heavy. Our shoulders are heavy. Our neck is long. Good. We're engaging the right buttock and then engaging the left buttock. Engaging right buttock and engaging left buttock. Once more right buttock, once more left buttock. Now both buttocks lift up and release them down an inch and lift up an inch, release down. Feel the low belly draw in as you lift the hips up a little higher. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Anchor those big toes. Good. I'm going to do 3 and lower, 2 and lower, and then 1. Hold the hips lifted. Now the breastbone softens to bring you down. Tailbone comes down last. Lift up as a unit. And the breastbone softens to bring you down. Exhale, lift up as a unit. Inhale and softening to come down. One last time, lifting up. And then softening to come all the way down. Excellent. So now keeping that pelvis steady, our arms come back up behind our head. Elbows are in your peripheral vision. Press your head into your hands as you do a slight mustache nod towards your breastbone. Good. Exhale, curling up. Check that tailbone is staying steady. So we still have that space in our low back. Beautiful. Lift your right leg. Good. Lift your left leg. Good. So now I twist to the right and lower my left foot down to touch. And then switch and lower my right foot down. Switch and switch. Think about reaching your tailbone long. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the other way, come back center. So you can stay doing what we were doing, or we reach the opposite leg long and we switch. Can your pelvis stay steady? Switch and switch, switch and switch. Reaching long through your tailbone, through your legs, feeling your mid-torso, twisting your upper body side to side. Once more right, once more left. Come back center, lower one foot, lower the other foot, releasing your head all the way back down. Arms reach up, bring them down to your sides. Slide both legs long. Good, holding here. Feel your torso is nice and anchored. Pelvis is neutral. Press down into your left leg and lift your right leg up. And then lower down. Same side. Press down into your left leg to lift the right up. And lower. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower. Once more, lifting up and hold. Now draw 3 circles with that right leg, keeping the pelvis steady and still. And 3 circles the other way, breathing throughout the circle. Torso is anchored and steady. Come back to the center, lower that right leg down. Anchor it into the ground, lift the left up and lower. Keep the space under the low back as you lift and lower. Keep the length through your neck as you lift and lower. 2, 1, hold the leg lifted, good. Draw 3 circles in one direction, keeping that pelvis steady. And 3 circles the other way. Good, come back to the center and lower that leg down. We turn onto our side, prop up onto your forearm. So the elbow is underneath your shoulder, top hand comes to your head. Check your pelvis position here, curl your tailbone forward and curl it back. Curling forward and curling back. Now find that center position. So there's a little dip in your low back. Press down into your bottom forearm, bottom knee. Lift your hips up and lower down. Exhale to lift up. And inhale, lower down. Can you push into that bottom knee to help you come up? And come down. Push into the bottom knee to help you come up. And down. Once more, push into that bottom knee to help you come up. And down. Now push into the bottom forearm to help you come up. And down. Push into that bottom forearm as you come up. And down. Once more, push into that bottom forearm to come up. And down. Now hold the hips down. Check that pelvis. We twist our rib cage down and bring it up. Twist it down and come up. Inhaling down and exhale up. Once more, going down and exhale up. Come back to the center, reach the top leg long. So now press into the bottom forearm, bottom knee, top foot. Lift up and lower. And exhale, lift up. And inhale, lower. Now we lift up and hold, pausing here. We lift the leg up and lower. Lifting up and lower. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Once more, we lift and lower. Lower the hips. Good. Press with that bottom arm. Come all the way up. Turn over to the other side. Starting with the knees bent. Shoulder is up over top of your elbow. Top hand comes to our head. Check your pelvis position here, curling forward and curling back. Curling forward and curling back. Now find that center position with a little dip in your low back. Long through your neck. Press into the forearm and bottom knee to lift the hips up and lower. Exhale to lift up and inhale, lower. Exhale to lift up and lower. Good. Exhale to lift up and lower. Press into the bottom knee to lift and lower. Press into that bottom knee to lift and lower. Press into the bottom knee to lift and lower. Once more, press into that bottom knee to lift and lower. Now press into the bottom forearm to lift. And how does that feel different through your bottom waistline? Press into that bottom forearm to lift. Press into the bottom forearm to lift. We only have one more. Good, press into that bottom forearm to lift. Good, now reaching the leg long, pressing into the bottom forearm, bottom knee, top foot, lifting up, and then lower. And exhale, can all 3 points of contact with the ground help you lift? Lifting up, good, and coming down. Once more, lifting up and hold. Now we lift the leg up and lower. Exhale to lift and lower. Exhale to lift and lower. 2 and lower. Last one and lower. Lower the hips. Good. We're going to press ourselves up again. So now I'm going to turn just so you can see what my hands are doing. And I'm going to have my fingers pointing out like the beginning of class. Good. Take your knees right and left and right and left. 3, 2, and 1. Good, now add the arm reach. We're going to reach and reach, reach and reach, reach and reach. Once more, reach and reach. Come back to center. Now we come down onto our forearms. So my chest is open. My shoulder blades are drawing together. My palms can be up, side, or down. It doesn't matter, whatever feels best for you. We're going to glue our knees together and our feet together. Good. Here, I want you to curl your tailbone up so your low back flattens into the ground. And then curl your tailbone down so your low back lifts away from the ground. So go back and forth, moving the pelvis. And then find the position where hips and armpits are in a nice straight line. So belly's drawing in. Good. Now keeping equal weight through both forearms, take the knees to the right and come center. Take the knees left and come center. So now with the back, with your head, think about reaching up and long, mustache nodding towards your breastbone. If your neck doesn't like this, especially since all of the screen watching we're doing these days, you could do this down here. And the same thing. Once more, and going left. Now come back to the center. Good, press into those forearms, get long through your neck. Lift one leg up, lift the other leg up. Glue the legs together. Good, now we rock right and left. Think to press weight into the opposite forearm, feeling your waistline working. 2, inner thighs are active, and 1. Come back to the center, lower one foot, lower the other foot, slide the legs long. Now press into your hands, come up. We're diving forward to touch our toes and re-stack up. Good, again, diving forward to touch your toes and re-stack up. So I'm changing my angle again, diving forward to touch your toes and re-stack up. Now the arms come up, come behind your head, pressing your head into your hands, pull those elbows apart, open your legs wider apart. Good, keeping your sits bones evenly weighted, we're gonna twist to the right and come center, and twist left and center, going right and center and left, come center, once more right and center, once more left and center, add on, twist right, take that left elbow and bring it to your right knee, keep that left sits bone heavy and re-stack up, twisting left, right elbow to left knee, keeping that right sits bone heavy and re-stack up. Inhale to twist and dive. Exhale, re-stack and untwist. Inhale, twist and dive. Re-stack and untwist. Good, inhale, twist and dive. Re-stack and untwist. Once more, twist and dive. Restack and untwist. Now hold here. Take the arms out. Same thing. Twist and dive. Restack and come up. Inhale, twist and dive. Exhale to come up. Inhale, twist and dive. Exhaling up. Once more, twist and dive. Exhale and up. Good, legs coming together, arms come forward, roll yourself down. We're gonna flip over onto our stomach. So if you have a pillow or a towel for your forehead, put that underneath your head. Elbows are at your sides. Good, just shake out through your hips a little bit so they can be nice and flat on the ground. Good. And then bend your right heel into your bum. And as you do that, just notice, because when we do that, if we have tightness in our hip or our thigh, our hip might lift up a little bit. So can you reach that knee long so it flattens into the mat? Good. Feel your low belly lifting so that the low back is nice and easy. Yeah. And then I want you to rotate and just drop that foot out to the side. And then rotate and drop the foot across the midline. Rotate and foot goes out to the side and foot crosses the midline. So as we keep moving the foot, we want to, or the thigh bone, we want to keep the hips steady and still. So I'm not letting my hip lift and lower as I move my leg in and out. 2 and 1. Good, come back to center and lengthen that leg long. Now check the belly. Bend the left heel in. Just adjust yourself so we can get nice and flat through the front of the hip. Get a big stretch through the front of the thigh. Good. Anchor both hips into the mat. And then we take the foot out and take the foot in. Going out and in. Good. So the goal is to keep the hips evenly weighted. Breathing as you move the leg. Good. We're tucking in. What else in your body is tightening to help you do this movement? Let it relax if you can. And 3, 2, and 1. Now come back to the center and reach that leg long. Good. So both legs are reaching long. Both hips are nice and heavy. Good. I want you to imagine pulling your elbows towards your feet. And you'll feel when you do that, the upper back turns on slightly. Good. Pick up the belly and hover your head. Excellent. So now lift your eyebrows, and your eyes don't really follow it. They can follow a little bit, but I want you to lift your eyebrows like your eyebrows. We're going to pull back to the backs of your feet. Good. And then start to peel your upper spine back. Just go to the base of your breastbone. Good. And then drop your eyebrows, not something we've been asked to do, and come back down. So I'm doing this with my eyes closed. You can do it with your eyes open. Lift your eyebrows to go back. And drop your eyebrows. And there isn't a lot of head movement. So think about the lifting of the eyebrows. It doesn't mean my head is moving much more than my upper back, and dropping my eyebrows. There's a little bit of movement, but not a lot. Lift the eyebrows. And dropping the eyebrows. Good. Once more, lift the eyebrows. And dropping the eyebrows. Good. Now we're going to lift the eyebrows and hold the lift. Good. Here, turn your head to the right and lower down. That left ear will come down. Now lift up, turn with your head turned right, turn your head left, and lower down, letting that right ear come down. Lift up, and you can still lift those eyebrows. Turn your head right and lower down. Good, and lifting up. Turn your head left and lower down. One last time lifting up. This time we're going to come back to the center and lower your head down. Good. Now arms come to your sides. Draw your shoulder blades together, but keep your chest heavy. And the back of the upper arms, you're going to lift your arms up and lower. And lifting up and lower. Good. Lifting up and lower. We do 3 and lower, 2 and lower. And then the last one, hold the arms lifted. Widen the collarbones, reach the legs long, and then open the arms out to a T, palms come down, and bring them back to your hips. Good. Open it to a T, palms come down, and back to your hips. Inhale to open, exhale and close. Inhale to open, exhale and close. Once more we open, once more we close. Good. And then letting the arms rest down. So an option here is next time you could hold your hands together. So the hands will go behind your back like this, or they could stay at your sides. You choose what feels best for you today. I want you to reach back with your arms. If they're together, we're reaching. If they're apart, we're reaching. And lifting up, lift those eyebrows and come up to your base ribs. Good. And then turn your head right and lower down. Reach the arms back, lift up, turn your head left and lower down. Widen those collarbones as we reach back. Turn our head right and come down. Reaching back, turn your head left and coming down once more, reaching back, turning center and coming down. Excellent. So now take the arms apart and we're going to bend the elbows and bring them to our sides. Belly's drawing in, reaching the legs long, pull the elbows back towards your toes, lifting your head, lift those eyebrows and peel back. Good. Now we can keep going up if you'd like. And coming all the way down. Reaching back with those legs, pull the elbows back, lifting your head, lift those eyebrows, go up as high as it feels comfortable for you today, and then slowly coming down one last time. Reach back with the legs and elbows, lift your head, lift those eyebrows to peel yourself back, and slowly coming down. Excellent. Press up to hands and knees. Good, with hands under shoulders and knees under hips. We'll start by rounding up and dipping down. Good, rounding up and dipping down. Exhaling up, inhaling down, exhaling up, inhaling down. Good, come back to center. Bring your feet together so the knees stay apart and we round up. And we dip down, and we round up, and dip down. Once more, round up. Once more, dip down. Come back to center. Take your feet wider than your knees, rounding up, and dipping down, rounding up, and dipping down. Once more, rounding up, and dipping down. Come back to center and slide those feet back in line with your knees. Good. So now shifting your weight to your right hand, right knee, lifting the other side. And then we shift to the left side. Go back and forth. You can lift up as high as you like, or just shift your weight. Feeling your waistlines working with your legs and your arms. Good. Once more. Good. And then once you're even, both hands come down, both knees come down. Good. You're going to walk your hands out to a modified push-up position. Yeah. And we're going to lower down and press up. Lower down and press up. Lower down and press up. Going down and up. Can you press into your baby fingers? Connect that to the backs of the upper arms, to the shoulder blades, and to your spine. And up. Once more, going down and up. Now walk your hands back in. Good. Tuck your toes under. Connect baby fingers, backs of the upper arms, shoulder blades and spine. Press into your hands, belly lifts your knees up. Good. Pike up, shift back, and come forward to hover. Pike up, shift back, and come forward to hover. Pike up, shifting back, come forward and hover. Last time, pike up, shifting back, come forward, and knees rest down. Good. Now walk your hands out and come down to your forearms. So your hips are lifted. Good. Belly's drawing in. Press into your forearms. Your eyebrows can lift slightly. Good. Now we're going to pull our right heel in and straighten. Pull the left heel in and straighten. So feel the sides of the torso, the low belly working. Nothing changes in your low back. And straighten. Right heel and straighten. Left heel and straighten. Right heel and straighten. Left heel. Good. Straighten once more. Right heel. Good. And left heel. And lower. Now lower your spine and torso into the mat. Take your elbows out to a goalpost position. Belly's drawing in. Good. Just do a few pelvic tilts here. Some of our low backs might have grabbed a little bit. 2 and 1. Now without moving your pelvis, could you turn on those low belly muscles? Beautiful. Keeping hips and ribs steady. Lift right forearm and left leg and pause. Good. Check that there's even weight through the ribs and through the hips. Lowering down. Exhale to lift the other side. Pause. Check even weight hips and ribs and then lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Once more, lift and lower. Other side, lift and lower. Excellent. Now reach your legs or your arms out long in front of you. Feeling even weight, ribs and hips. Right arm, left leg lifts up. Good. Check that belly. Check the even weight. Switch the limbs. We'll go slow and then we'll go fast. And switch. Then switch. Keep your collarbones wide. Breathing as it feels comfortable or supportive for your body. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now your forehead could hover up if you'd like. We still go slow. 3, 2, widen those collarbones, and 1. Now quick, switch, 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 switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let everything lower down. Slide your hands in, press back up to hands and knees. Rounding up through the spine and dipping down. Rounding up and dipping down. Now come back to the center. Connect baby fingers back to the upper arms, shoulder blades, spine, toes tuck under. Belly draws in to hover your knees. Pike your hips. Good. Walk your hands to your toes. And then walk your hands out to a plank. Walk your hands in. And walk your hands out. Once more, walking in. And walking out. Good. Now holding your plank, take your right leg, cross it over, and lift. Bring that top hand down, untwist, other side crosses over and lifts. Bring that hand down. Good. Walk your hands in halfway. Shift your weight forward and bring your knees down. Transition onto your bum, crossing your legs. Sitting tall on your sits bones. Take your arms out to the side. Side bending to the right. And restack. And then side bending to the left. And restack. Inhale to go right. Exhale and restack. Inhale to go left. And restack. Once more right. And restack. Once more left. Good, restack. Now lie once more right. Bring that left hand down. Good, look up and look down. Pull the mat towards you to look up. Push it away to look down. Pull it towards you to look up. Push away to look down. Once more, pull towards you to look up. Push away to look down. Untwist, restack. Going over to the left. Bring that right hand down. Pull towards you to look up. Push away and down. Pull towards to look up. Push away and down. Good. Pull towards to look up. Push away and down. Once more, pull towards you to go up. Push away and down. Untwist. Coming up. Good. Now taking your arms up and bringing them down. Inhaling to go up and exhale down. One last time. Inhaling up. Exhale, bringing them down. Now holding the arms down, ear comes to shoulder. Turn the opposite arm out. Good. Lift the opposite shoulder up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Then look up. Lift that opposite shoulder up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Good. Turn to look down. Lift the shoulder up and lower, up and lower. Once more. Good. Roll your head to the center. Restack all the way up. Other side, ear to shoulder. Turn the opposite arm out. Lift the shoulder up and down, up and down, up and down. Turning to look up. Lifting up and down, up and down, up and down. Turning to look down. Up and down and down. Good. And down, then rolling your head to the center. And restack up. Good. Bring your arms in front of you, rubbing your hands together. Good. And then bring your hands over your eyes, feel your eyeballs sink back in the eye sockets. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Another big breath in. And exhale. And thank you guys for coming today. It was a pleasure to move with you. So I have a question before you guys go. I don't know if you guys talk after, but I was talking to Christine about increasing the level of this class. How did that feel today?
Good.